This is summary 12. How does unionization impact trucking, and what are the benefits and determinants of trucking unionization? So, unionization in the trucking industry can have both significant benefits and also can have downfalls, depending on how you look at it and stuff. So, the impact that unionization has on trucking is it generally aims to give truckers more bargaining powers, with like their pay and whatnot, and it also helps them with like benefits of like insurance and retirement plans, just stuff like that, like that jobs give benefits for. It helps with working conditions, so like the snow and whatnot. Like obviously, like if the trucker is somewhere in like Colorado, you could say like, I mean, they're getting a lot of snow right now, so that's obviously not a really good working condition, in their hours, so they can basically like talk their way into more hours or less hours, whichever they would possibly want to do, basically. They often face very hard working conditions with long hours and a lot of overnight stays or overnight shifts, basically. So like a lot of truckers drive throughout the night or like early morning because there's less people on the roads, and it just helps them like get through. Because like personally, if I go home like in the evening, I see a lot of truckers. If I leave early that on like a Monday morning or something to come back here at like 5 a.m., I see a lot of trucks because they're just trying to drive whenever there's no not as much like people out or like traffic and whatnot. Unions can address these challenges and push for improvements, basically, so they can help with improvements on the truck driver. This can also impact the industry more broadly by influencing market wages, regulations, and even safety standards. Because if you guys, I mean, a lot of people know that a truck is really hard, and there's a lot of safety standards that go with it. The benefits is they can have improved wages and benefits. So the job typically offers better wages, health benefits, retirement plans, and paid time off than any other positions. This is because they can negotiate their contracts that set minimum pay rates and benefit levels. Higher wages can affect more drivers to the industry, so if there's a higher paying like wage, then more people are going to want to be truck drivers, and we need truck drivers. Enhanced job security. They can make it harder to terminate employees without just cause, which can provide truck drivers with a greater job security. Better working conditions. They advocate for safer working conditions, often pushing companies to improve vehicle maintenance and limit excessive work hours, which is good for a truck driver because they already have to work so many hours, and conditions are also a really big thing. Legal protection. Basically, drivers receive support in legal matters, especially in disputes over like their pay, injuries, and wrongful termination. Now, the bad side of it is, or the detriments of trucking unionization, is that the labor generally costs more due to higher wages and benefits for trucking companies. These increased costs can translate to lower profit margins or higher prices for consumers. Smaller companies may struggle to compete if in that category. Reduced flexibility and increased operational complexity. Union contracts often restrict flexibility in scheduling, hiring, and job roles. This can make it harder for trucking companies to adapt quickly to changes in demand, which I could see that because, I mean, it's a hard job. You really have to be flexible, so whenever it's not as flexible, it's kind of hard. There can be potential strikes, and it could be reduced job opportunities in certain cases just because unions generally improve job security for current workers. They can also limit entry for new workers by creating more stringent job requirements or limiting the number of available positions due to higher costs for the companies. In the end, unionization in trucking presents a complex trade-off It offers substantial benefits for drivers, including better pay, job security, and improved working conditions. It also increases the cost and reduces operational flexibility and can create potential disruptions.